Okay. Hey, everybody. This is Bev from Reading with Beverly Wolfe with a book club meeting. Only because I have not begun to read Anne of Avonlea yet. And I wanted to let you guys know that I'm kind of inundated right now with spring stuff. Um, and it's Mother's Day coming this weekend. And I've got 400 Hi, Deborah E. 400 celery plants and like 200 leeks and tomatoes and all this stuff ready to go. And we're cleaning the flower beds and all this stuff. But the best part of today is that all my windows are open. Spring has literally sprung, and I'm airing out the house as we speak. So how's everybody doing? Please be sure that you're on live chat, and any questions or comments to me, please make them in all capital letters. Okay. I'm also in a bit of a fibro flare. It was worse yesterday because I planted my strawberries and I planted my potatoes. With Howie's help, what we did is with our raised flower or our raised garden beds, I was surprised, delighted to find that 4 of my strawberry plants out of the 6 I planted last year survived the winter. And so Briar had bought me a hanging basket of strawberry plants. And there were 3 or 4 in it. And I planted those yesterday. I pulled all the dead foliage out of. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Shirley. I pulled all the dead foliage, leftover stuff from last year out of 2 of my raised beds. And then I mellowed the soil and I dug everything up and all that stuff. And I made it all. And then I put 5 pounds of potatoes in 2 raised garden beds. And Howie covered them with soil right to the top. And as they grow, we're just going to put another stack on and another layer of soil. And then when they come through that, we're going to put a stack on and then we're just going to add mulch. I know. No, I hear you. That's because you're near the water, eh? We are. Hi, Suey Jane. Oh my gosh, we are still cold on Cape Cod. Well, you know what? So what I did is Howie cleared out the 2 other raised beds behind where we were planting the potatoes, and he just used that soil out of those boxes to cover the potatoes because the soil, we're rotating the soil in the flower box in the raised beds, all except for the strawberry bed. Hey, Maniac, how's it going? Kathy Schmidt, Shirley Fryer, Deborah E, Suey Jane, excuse me. So that between planting the strawberries. Hi, Dallas. How are you, my love? You're at the doctor's office, but at least you're here. Well, you don't have to be if you don't need to be, sweetheart, but thank you for being here. I love you. So there was that. And then I raked the flower beds that start at the front of the house and run down the side. And I pulled up all the dead stuff because the daffodil, between the snow plowing our driveway all that way, and there was gravel and dead leaves and hi, Elizabeth, and all that stuff. So I raked that all out yesterday, and it was our first day without Frankie. And the week, the stress of dealing with fighting dogs for the last week or so, I didn't realize how bad it got to me. So when I sat down in my chair last night, it was like my knees were like, oh, you're not moving anymore. Ow! And my back and everything. I was like walking like the Tin Man in the rain yesterday. So Rosie Burgee, hiya, Beverly. How are you feeling today? I'm sore. I'm really sore, but my house is at peace. And so I've unloaded and loaded the dishwasher, and that's all the extent of the work I've gotten done today. I should be editing videos for our half-acre homestead for tomorrow. I just don't have the energy. I really don't. Sounds like you did too much. I did do too much. But you know what? It was worth it. I might even go out today and plant my turnips. when Howie gets home, because it's light out until 8 o'clock now, right? So when Howie gets home, and it's cool enough that there's no black flies yet. So I can get all my cold or my cold weather stuff in, like my turnips and my potatoes and my strawberry plants, because they're already doing. I can get those in so that when it comes time to plant the beans and the celery and the leeks, I only have 4 or 5, 6 more beds to plant. Yeah, Howie's building me 2 more. I only have 4 or 5 more beds to plant during black fly season. You know what I'm saying? So the more I can get done while the black flies are not here, the better, right? Um, just waiting for blood work since you lost too much weight. Yeah, I'll lose it for you. um, you keep me posted, okay, Candace? Keep me posted on what the doctor says. You work so hard. I don't know how you do it. You are a Wonder Woman. No, I'm not. I have a backup. I have Howard. Okay. I mean, yes, I hobbled out to the garden, and I'm going to show you the video. It's going to be on our half-acre homestead. And I mellowed the beds, and then I planted the potatoes, and I started filming it with my phone. And then I brought my other camera. I went in the house, medicated, sat down, and then went back out and Howie had already started getting all the dead foliage out of the other 2 and was already burying the potato boxes, or burying the potatoes. So I went back out and finished the strawberries. I mean, it took me all day to rake the 1 flower bed and mellow 2 boxes and plant some strawberries and potatoes. I did no digging at all. Howie did all that. So, hey, Edie. Hi there, girlfriend. Red beans and rice and chicken with homemade sauerkraut for dinner. Ooh, I got to take some meat out. I have Howie went shopping on Friday. I sent him a list because the Food Basics is closer to him on his way home than it is to me to go there. And we got some nice plump whole chickens, and I just cut them right in half. So I'm going to make a half chicken dinner tonight. So, hi, Mindy, Patriot Angel. How are you? I have a Robert too, but you are amazing. Well, thank you. I pay for it. But you know what? I realized something. I have to move. I have to move or my body will seize. Okay. So only on my really, really worst fibro flare days do I hobble about and make food and then go back to my chair, like start dinner or breakfast and hobble back to my chair and put the dog out and hobble back to my chair. Those are my really bad days, but I still have to get up and go to the bathroom and stuff, because if I didn't, I would be the Tin Man. I would be the Tin Man who'd been left out in the rain and hit by a truck. So it's all about balance, right? It's all about, I may have done a little bit too much yesterday, but I didn't. It's not a bad fibro flare. Most of my fibro flares over the last 5 years have been stress related. Go figure, right? Hey, Lou, just Lou. And Lisa and Misty, and not got medical marijuana paperwork in yet. Damn it. Oh no. Oh no. Well, oh, my plants downstairs. Okay, I'm cross talking between channels, obviously, because it's our half-acre homestead that would be talking about the garden, and it would be Cooking with Cannabis that would be talking about my plants in the tent downstairs, but we are all here together. I am hoping to start Anne of Avonlea one day, like Thursday or Friday this week. Fingers crossed. Okay. I do have a lot of work. My kids, Arthur and Mel, are coming up for Mother's Day and weekend, and Briar's coming up, and I'm cooking a turkey dinner, and we're going to hang out. But I got to clean up my house because I haven't been able to do much. I've been orchestrating keeping dogs apart for like a week and a half. You know what I mean? So that's just pretty much. Oh yeah, it's like, yeah, I get it. The hit by a truck feeling where you just nothing wants to work. You know, your muscles seem too tense and your joints seem too stiff. And every single muscle in your back goes, what the hell did you hit me with last night? You know what I mean? So everyone, when this first started, really first started bad with the rest of my body, the fibro, like it started in my hands, and I always had lower back and knee issues as I was growing up, right? Like preteens. Um, but I used to, it wasn't until I was in my late 30s I started saying to Howie, "What the hell? Did you take a bat to me while I was asleep last night?" So now I go, "God, what the hell did I do?" And Howie goes, "Nothing, Bev. You got fibro." And he grounds me and reminds me over and over again that this is not my fault. Okay. My pain and my inability to do things is not my fault, but it doesn't stop me trying. I work in a really, like yesterday, I planned to rake my flower bed. Okay. That's what started it. I planned to rake my flower bed. Then I raked the flower bed and then I started working because there was no black flies. It's okay. But the thing is each thing I do, okay, it's like, okay, I've got that done. Do I have enough energy to move over there and do that? And if I can honestly say, well, maybe not, but we'll give it a damn good try, and I'm not killing myself doing it, then I do go on to the next thing. Every single day is about having to live in the moment. I never ever thought about that. There's my higher power talking to me. I've had the worst time of my life living in the present, living in the moment. I've always like, go, go, go. I've got a plan, plan, plan. But now it's like, I can't. Every day is an exercise in caution about, okay, how are we feeling this morning? How are we doing? Did you have to heavily medicate last night? If so, how are you feeling today? What do you think you can accomplish today? And some days, like today, all it is unloading and loading the dishwasher and making supper because I also vacuumed yesterday. So, no worries about the book. We will be here when you have time. I know, so many plants. I got like 400 celery plants and like 200 leek plants. So when Arthur and Mel come up this weekend, they have like a rooftop kind of balcony because they live on the second and third floor of like a big old 3-story house. And they put flower boxes out. And their biggest problem is squirrels. So I was telling them today, I was telling Arthur today, if you put your celery in leeks, because I'm going to send them home with some, in deep window boxes, but deep, long flower boxes. And he said, well, the surface gets really, really hot. I said, then put them up on upturned pint jars, right? Put the flower boxes on them so that they're not sitting on the hot surface. And then he says, and our next biggest problem is squirrels. I said, so get some 1-inch chicken wire and make cages for over your flower boxes. I said, chicken wire is easy to fold. It's like stiff paper. You can fold it into a shape and just put it over your celery and put it over your leek boxes. And that way the squirrels can't get in because it's on a balcony and you can still water it really, really well. So can't wait for next audiobook. It's so hard to sleep. Yes, Bev, anytime is a good time. Thank you. Mindy Patriot Angel, I'm blind. I'm so glad Howie understands your pain. No, well, let's not go that far. He can't understand my pain. He understands that he has pain in his feet and has most of his life from gout and now diabetic nerve pain. And his hands and his shoulders and his back and everything is starting to hurt because he's a body man. He works on cars all day, every day, and has every day of his life since he was 15. Okay. So he's getting, structural damage age, age aggravated structural body damage. Okay. He doesn't necessarily understand what it feels like to be in full body constant pain all the time. Now I'm lucky mine rotates, right? On a really bad day, it all just seizes on me, right? So I work within the parameters that my body gives me every day. But nobody understands a fibromyalgia or a lifetime of chronic pain like another chronic pain sufferer. He can understand so far as to understand that I am in pain, but he'll never get it because he's not there, right? He has his own pains that come and go, you know, or some that are chronic. But fibromyalgia is a whole new kettle of fish. Um, what do we got? Much love, God bless. Thank you, Helen. Uh, tool around his plants will also keep the squirrel toll off his plants. I'm not sure what that is. But I told them just, you know, because they live in the city, right? Small city, but they live in the city. And the squirrels are just voracious, right? They have appetites that would, you know, find netting. No, no, maybe because they really can't chew netting, but I still say for big, fat, you know, 2.5 pound city squirrels, chicken wire is going to be the only thing. Because if they do netting, okay, then they have to have a brace to cover, to put the netting over. And then the squirrel can just hop on the netting or, you know, or pull it down over the plants. Chicken wire ain't so easy to maneuver. So anyway, yes, so hopefully by the end of this week, if not Monday next week, will be the beginnings of Anne of Avonlea. I do have my special microphone now, so having a fan in here in the summertime won't be as bad as it was in previous books. And that's pretty much everything I came on to say. So I'm going to let you guys go unless you have any questions. This is Bev from Reading with Beverly Wolfe saying thanks for joining me with a book meeting update. You know, George, you may say Avonlea, okay? But I've always heard it pronounced Avonlea, and I can't change how I pronounce a word to please everybody. Or else every time I said turnip, I'd have to say, I mean, for my American friends, that's a rutabaga. For my British friends, that's a swede. For my Ontario, Quebec friends, it's a turnip. You know, I'm kind of stuck here. So please don't correct my pronunciation unless it's totally wrong, and pretty sure I'm not. So I'm just going to leave that, okay? Take care, and I will be reading soon. All right. I love you guys. Enjoy the spring weather. And it looks like it's going to rain. So I'm going to go plant my turnips. All right. Take care. God bless. And we'll talk to you very hopefully within a few days. All right. Love you guys. God bless.